human feet. They're designed to last a lifetime if you look after them properly. Their biggest problem is a tendency to bruise, break, or crush when heavy objects land on them. This is a pair of steel-capped, heavy-duty safety boots. You can tell by the green patch on the side. They're built to withstand 75 foot-pounds of impact and 2,500 pounds of compression on the toes. They cover the feet with a protective material and strengthen the ankles when properly laced. They allow your feet to perform all the functions you expect of them without having to worry about aches and pain. The human skin is made up of several sensitive layers. It holds together the blood vessels, veins, cells, and all the rest of the meat and bones that make up your body. Cut the skin, and your blood can drain away, maybe even taking your life with it. The skin is a marvelous invention, but even the slightest pinprick is painful. Imagine what a chainsaw can do. This ballistic material helps protect the skin. It's made of the same thing that goes into bulletproof vests, and it can stop a chainsaw dead without ever scratching the delicate skin underneath. Hands and fingers. We use them for scratching and pointing, for thumbing a ride, for making a fist, and 1,000 other things every day. Most hands are pretty tough, but it still hurts when a sliver drives up under your fingernail or a stray piece of steel rope slices into the palm of your hand. That's where safety gloves or mitts come in. They're built to take the wear and tear that hands aren't meant to suffer. Sure, mitts can be hot and sweaty, but they're a lot more comfortable than a big bandage or a hand with 3 fingers. Each set of eyes has 13 million molecules of light-catching pigment to make them work properly. Eyes are the things we look out of and the things we gaze into when we're out on a heavy date. One flash, and it can be all over. One flying chip, and an eye can close forever. One stray sawtooth, and the lights go up. That's why safety glasses were developed. They're made from optically ground glass and were designed with your sight in mind. Okay, so they are a little hard to get used to. So what? People can adapt to anything, even blindness. Ears are funny-looking things, if you study them for a while. They're made up of flexible cartilage and usually stick out from the side of your head. But it's what's inside that counts, and that's a delicate hearing system that is sensitive enough to detect the drop of a pin. When noise levels get too loud for too long, the only thing you'll hear is silence. But it's really dumb to go deaf when you can wear these hearing protectors and listen to all the important sounds for the rest of your life. You should listen to this advice while you can still do something about it. A man's head is like a control tower. All his body functions originate there. Some heads are covered in a fuzzy material called hair. Other heads aren't so lucky. They're covered with a smooth material called skin. And we've already talked about skin. The head is built to withstand a certain amount of shock. We've all taken a good shot in the back of the skull by some wise guy somewhere along the line. But the average head won't stand up to a wallop from a falling branch or the smack of a flying hammer. That's why smart guys wear hard hats. This hat can stand up to 850 pounds of force, and it's made to protect the most sensitive parts of the head, like the back. The inner harness acts as a shock absorber for added protection, and the peak juts out over the eyes and guards the forehead. If you played football or raced cars, Your helmet was a big He-Man symbol. So it's strange the way so many people think it's such a big deal to get away on the job without wearing a hard hat. It's no big deal. It's not even very smart. If you ever wonder who needs to bother with safety equipment anyway, just take a good look in the mirror next time you're ready for a bath. If you think that unprotected collection of delicate skin and bones is tough enough to go it alone, think again.